Okay, sorry for the delay. This one was kicking my butt last night. I kept messing something up when I was typing it in, and it was freaking me out. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Are you that stupid, Jay? Apparently. Anyway, here it is. Sorry again for the delay. So I set it up. Each guy works 10 hours at his own rate. Some of that's for himself, other for other people, etc., etc. So X works 10 hours for, so on, and then the Y, so he works 2 for himself, 4 for the other guy, 4 for the other guy, 10 in total. And then Y works 1, 5, and 4, etc., etc. And then the amount this guy's going to pay is 10 times his salary. Okay, so there it is. I solve them. Boom. So I do a RREF on that. I'm going to cut to the chase a little bit. So the top row becomes 1, 0, negative 13 eighteenths, 0. Middle row becomes 0, 1, negative 7 ninths, 0, and 0, 0, 0, 0, of course, which means they are dependent. Not a big deal. Okay, so that's all I need to know. So then we know that our least price, it has to be between $30 and, what do we say? Between $30 and $60 an hour. Okay, so that's cool. So let's write these guys out. So X is equal to negative 13 eighteenths of Z. Who's bigger? That means obviously Z is bigger because X is going to end up being a smaller number of him like that. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. This equals that. Sorry, X minus that equals 0. In other words, X is equal to that, and then better not be negative. That we're screwed. Equals 7 ninths of Z. And because they're both of Z, that means Z is the bigger of the two numbers. Now, what do we need? Well, we need something that 9 and 18 go into. Between 30 and 50 and 30 and 60, which is pretty clearly 54, I believe. Okay, it's pretty clearly 54. So how did I do that? Well, it said it had to be a whole number. Okay, so if it's a whole number between those two, the only multiple of 18s are 36 and 54. Between 30 and 60, right? And if it was 36, well, 13 eighteenths of 36 and 7 ninths of 36 are going to be too small, I believe. Okay, so I just pulled that out of my backside. But let's just say that Z is equal to 54. So 13 eighteenths times 54 is $39 for X, and then Z 7 ninths times 54 is $42. Nice. And is that true? I don't know if you plug it in. If you come back up here, 540. If you plug that, no, I'm sorry. The top one would be the top one would be $390, and if you do that, it'd be 78 plus 42 plus 5 times 54. Hey, that checks. Yay! So that's it. A little tricky there, I guess. My hardest part was I wasn't getting to here. Okay, if I wasn't getting to here, then I wasn't ending up with dependent solutions. Okay, and that was the biggest problem. Sorry. There you go.